Hey, welcome back, folks, to another episode of Greatest Musky Memories. We're back.
Yeah, we got a good one for you today. It's just so cool being able to rewatch all of this old footage that we've captured throughout the years. I think this is going to be the 8th summer of filming. Well, we've actually filmed probably over 10, 12 years now lately together, but
Right.
officially posting on YouTube. Yeah, it's just cool to look back, and we get new people watching our channel, and this is a good way to let you guys know that there's a lot more footage through our catalog.
Yeah, we've got over 800 videos out there, so I'm sure there's plenty of videos that you have not seen yet, have not watched yet. Obviously, we're going to highlight one of our favorite ones here today. But before we get started, wanted to do a brief public service announcement of the Minnesota Musky Expo coming up here on the 7th, 8th, and 9th of March. And that's going to be held at the Warner Coliseum at the Minnesota State Fairgrounds. And we'll have a booth out there, the Lee Lures Today's Angler booth. Robbie, I believe you're coming as well.
I will be there. Definitely look forward. I think for this video is gonna be posted on Thursday, so Friday. So it'll be hopefully see you guys tomorrow. Is kind of how that'll
Yeah.
work. So yeah, I haven't been to the Minnesota Muskie Expo probably before COVID times, so 2020. So it's been a long time. Yeah,
For
I
those
love
of
it.
you that have not been to a muskie show, this is an awesome opportunity for you to come out and experience what is a muskie show. I mean, just all the vendors, resorts, tackle retailers, lure makers, including myself, of course. Just a wide variety of booths out there, like hundreds. There is a ton of them.
Yeah.
So, of course, we got to mention the seminars too. You talk about some of the best muskie sticks in the industry will be there and giving away their secrets and tips. And I'll be doing a seminar actually at 1:30 on Saturday, and I'll be talking about an interesting subject: the Minnesota spotted muskies versus the Wisconsin barred muskies.
I like it.
So yeah,
I like
kind of
it.
interesting. Just the differences between the fish and patterning each of them and stuff like that. So that'll be kind of interesting. Of course, I'll show you really quick some of the new baits that I'll have there. The bait that's been going the best is the new 6'9" mid-size Boilermaker, based on a new body size that's kind of in between middle, perfect size bucktail. I've got the 68 mini boiler as well, and that's even got a little fun tickle blade on the back of the hook there. So that's got a number 6 fluted and a number 8 Colorado blade. We've got, of course, the Ninjas, and this is in the new Beetlejuice color, which is a black and white. I mean, that'll be perfect, Robbie, for our
I'm
night
pumped.
fishing escapades.
Yeah, especially that bucktail there. That's is my go-to for sunset, and having that little white there. That's gonna be so freaking cool.
When the white grub tail disappears,
It's
the
good
muskie
things.
is holding on to your bait. So that's
Yeah.
the strike indicator.
Very cool.
Also, we'll have the new and improved. I just pulled out a skirt filament there with the stuck to the rubber bait. But I've got the updated Pelagic Swim 10-inch for 2025. Now has a removable 1-ounce weight, so you can interchange that and have a shallow running bait and a deeper running bait together in one bait. And then also we'll have the Levi Twist. This one is actually the Levi Spin. I'll have them both in plastic rubber tails or this new number 4 willow leaf blade, which will add a lot of different vibration than a standard twister tail would do. So have a few of those, and yeah, I'll actually even have some Flap 9s, the infamous Flap 9. Have some of those at the show as well. But yeah, just kind of a quick brief run through what I'll have available at the Lee Lures booth. So
Cool. Cool.
so
Cool.
without further
Yeah,
ado,
let's jump into this.
What do we got here? We have got, let me pull up the video on my end here.
Giant muskie caught on rubber doing what? This was
What were you doing, Robbie?
What was I doing?
gonna show
Definitely one of my favorite muskies. This especially, having the three amigos in the boat, having Heidi there, Lee, and of course me. It's just we've had some amazing things happen when us are all together. That's just incredible. Especially that year. Was that the year of the 12 muskies?
I think it was.
Yeah.
I'm not positive, but yeah, had some
2019.
incredible season there.
Yeah, that was insane. Just fish were coming into the boat. Let's just say that.
Not like the last couple of years have been
No.
a little tougher, especially last season.
Definitely. But yeah, we were up on Leech
here.
Lake fishing a giant weed bed the night before this. It was incredible. It was. I can actually just kind of play that clip of. Remember when we were heading out there and we had that muskie, just big, 50+ inch muskie, just porpoising with its head out of the water, just
huge one,
bizarre, And we go into that evening and follows left and right. We were just those muskies were all over the place. It was just absolutely
big
incredible.
Ones. They wouldn't bite though.
No.
They would not bite.
No,
They're just being muskies once again.
Yep. So,
Let's see
yeah,
here.
we went out later that morning, and I don't know exactly what time it is, but I'm guessing this had to been, 9:30, 10,
Yeah,
just
9:30,
warming up.
10:30.
Yep. This is
when you first want to take your jacket off.
Yep. I mean, I guess I am in a long sleeve, so it was kind of warm. It was probably third week of September. The PMTT Muskies, the Muskie, that was the week before this, so.
True.
Anyways, should we just go into this, Lee?
Yeah, of course, just mentioned briefly, we will leave the link to this full-length video down in the description, so when you get done watching this, you can watch the whole entire video. But anyhow, let's get a reaction here, what happened at this moment in time here.
I'm casting. All right. And I'm not reeling right away. That is what we were doing different.
Down to the bottom in about 11 feet of water. Right there, off the bottom, dude.
No, I don't have anything.
That's a no.
Oh, wait.
Oh, what?
That's
No,
not my
one.
Medusa curled up.
I got one.
That's, that's a
Didn't
30
even know he had one.
That's a 30+ pounder.
Oh gosh.
This is a long fight.
Oh my gosh, this is probably one of the longest fights.
Gosh,
other than you
It's-
get sucker battles when
Sure.
when they can
please,
close
head
their
shakes.
mouth. But on a lure, this was one of my most stressful fights ever.
Coming left? Or
Yep.
hyperventilating starting.
Yep.
This is not real.
Heidi was quick on the camera. That's always fun with 3 people in the boat. God.
Oh my gosh.
Just loosen your drag.
Okay.
Let me get in front of you. Let me get in front of you.
Can't get over the trolling motor.
This is a big muskie, folks.
Lee. Yeah, I can't get it.
Oh my God.
Lee.
Easy. Yep. Easy. Turning towards me. Turn. I can't.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, Lee. We got a freaking giant! Yes, baby!
Yes,
Robbie,
baby,
look at
Robbie.
those two. That is a freaking slump
Oh,
bottom,
classic,
eh?
classic,
Bottom
classic.
bouncing, dude. Oh,
Dude, how big is that thing?
that is a freaking giant, dude. On the white ghost walleye. Even the seagulls like it. They're coming to check out what's up.
That was the hardest fighting fish I've ever felt. I didn't know muskies had that much power. It was literally ripping out drag.
But you thought it was a pike at
I
first.
thought it was my bait, like hooked on the leader, and then it started just going and going and going.
Ow.
Right there, regular size.
Already
Medusa,
popped out of it.
brand
I don't
new
know how
color for
that
this
thing
year.
stayed on.
Ghost walleye. Bottom bouncing it. Let that thing hit bottom, couple rips up, wait. There's that
late fall style on the big
Yep.
pond.
Yeah, those weeds
Wow.
were interesting on that
That's a
spot.
giant.
I mean, this is
All
before
right, let's
side
get this
imaging and
next to
all
the
that,
back of the
but
boat,
Right.
and,
they were kind of like
we'll take a look
what
at this
sparse
giant
clumps.
girl slump buster,
Sparse
baby.
clumps, yeah,
Yes.
and there was just a
We're just
ton
staring
of
at
bait
this
in
thing
there.
right
Yeah.
now.
Like the locator was just
This
like
is
almost
so
blacking
beautiful.
out.
Probably
Look at
just
this. Look
big,
at this
giant Minnesota
gentle
perch.
creature that is actually an
Yeah,
11 to
absolute
14
perch.
inches,
Look
yeah,
how
Leech Lake
much
perch for
wider it
sure.
is than my hand.
Look at that beauty.
Yeah, but this is a
Flat
a
calm
big
like
fish.
that. That's just
Wow.
so bizarre to see.
4th day, we got what we wanted. This is why you come to Minnesota. This is what lives here.
That's why you beat it up for 4 days without basically
4
one
days
bite.
without one bite.
And who cares?
That's a
now?
typical
Wow.
slump
Okay,
buster
let's
right
see.
there.
Right? We got
That's
ourselves
how we
one
roll.
right there.
Okay, that's okay.
Look at the pumpkin on that thing.
Look at
Gosh,
the
that
mouth
is
on this
so-
Oh
thing.
my gosh, the teeth. This thing is such
Angry.
a healthy fish.
Oh my
Just
God,
wouldn't
that's
stop.
a huge head.
Just
oh my
fought.
gosh,
head.
that is a giant, dude.
Oh my gosh,
that is a suitcase. Look at this thing.
is a giant musky dude. Look at that.
Robbie, you got yourself a slump buster. I approve.
I approved you. Look at that tail.
Oh my God.
So interestingly,
Look at
this
the-
fish
look at
was
that.
the largest fish caught in the tournament the previous weekend.
Yeah.
She's a
Right?
butterball. We're
Yep.
gonna go for the measure.
Yeah, we could tell by the split tail it
I
kind of
got
had
her.
on the top
We
there.
are at 52 and 3/4.
Yeah, the longest fish of the PMTT a weekend before,
52
and
and
she wanted to
3/4.
feed again, I guess.
What a beautiful animal.
We had her at 52 and 3/4.
Yep, and they were able to get her at 53.
Look at the mouth. Look at the mouth.
Look at that thing.
That is incredible.
Summertime, just well, not quite summer.
Right, but
Just
basically.
starting to bulk up.
Yep.
What you want right now.
That's kind of the sporty model we're
We gotta do
looking
that
for.
again.
Look at
Gotta reel in
that
one
is
like
such
that.
a big fish.
Oh my gosh, dude, it's been too long.
Too
I
long.
I haven't caught a
Look at
50
that
incher and
Look at that.
caught that big tiger
I
a
can
couple
see
years
she's
ago.
been
That's
caught
kind
before.
of
The top
tiding me
fin is
over to
Yeah.
the next big one.
Yep, yep. But yeah, no, you're due.
You know, sometimes I think it's better to
Oh.
not hold them. If as long as they're upright.
Yeah, that's
as long
one
as that
thing we
fish
like
is
to do.
upright,
Keep-
let it. You know, I think
Sometimes
I
not
can't
hold them.
talk.
You just
It's
let them
nice
get
to
away
call
from
out.
you a
Yeah.
little bit and not touch
Yeah.
them.
What
It's
I'm,
gonna take your own time.
what I'm trying to say is that when you hold it, there's like a stress maybe of them feeling your pressure on their
What I
body.
kind of started
So
doing
as
this year
long as
was
they're upright,
tilting them
just let
down like
breathe.
45. It seemed like
She's
they
into the
kicked
wind,
off.
Perfect.
Sure.
You know, just kind
Or
of.
maybe they
Oh
know
my
which way to
gosh.
go.
Right.
Who knows?
I don't know. It was
Robbie,
kind of interesting
thank
trying
you so
that.
much for what's happening there.
I should have wore a glove. But every time
Robbie,
a
you're
big
bleeding.
fish
Yeah, there's a blood's been
Never
shed
does
on that one. She,
Wear
What
a
a beautiful
glove.
She was
It's not a
ornery.
big deal.
I know.
Then
There's
you don't
more
have
of
to
those.
put a
I think
band-aid
the one we
on.
raised last
to
night was
keep
easily
fishing.
that.
Yeah,
After
especially this
dark
day
on the
with
Dragon.
all the bites we had.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'll grow up one of these days.
There is chances.
Seems like you catch less of them now,
Wow.
so.
And thank you, Mike Ducci,
Kinda want that
for
remembrance.
letting us in.
Yeah.
And Mike,
Mike
too.
Olson
Like, oh,
too.
nice.
Thank you, buddy. We
Caught one.
appreciate
Mo
it.
Musky.
Wow.
That is
Week ago.
All right, so
Okay, let's get casting.
let's see where you get cast in again
Yep.
There she goes.
and do the retrieve. That was really what made this fish happen potentially, and something we've talked about before is
being sharp.
bottom bouncing baits.
I'm just gonna show you how
Yeah, here's a
I
little
was
run
working
through.
this thing. I don't know how that actually came to the boat because I obviously didn't think I had a fish. I thought I had a fouled Medusa. Cast it out there. I let it hit bottom, couple rips, fish. Yeah, Lee, I think
That was
you.
nuts.
You
What does
know-
that look
you
like
know this
down there
method
when they
pretty
see
well.
that Medusa
Was a
floating through
big
the bottom?
Method back in the day.
Right,
Whoa,
and then
what's
it's just
that?
sitting there.
And we were just.
I mean, like
just
how
flat
often,
calm.
like
These
bass
fish
or
are just sitting on
walleye
the
jigging
bottom,
or
wondering if
whatever,
they wanna
Right.
eat
you
something
throw your
that's-
bait out and like the first couple pops you get hit.
Yep.
That's like so many of the bites. And incidentally back in the day too, when I was doing the late fall on Mille Lacs, many of the monster fish we caught doing that same technique is letting that rubber bait get all the way to the bottom, ripping it off the bottom, and right after that the fish would eat. And when those fish would eat it, it was like you didn't even know it was a fish. You'd load the rod up. I mean, you knew, but
Right,
you'd
but-
load the rod up and the rod would just be bent for like multiple seconds until it finally started
Shaking.
to actually flex. And that was just crazy feeling. It was like, yep, we got a 40-pounder potentially on here. So
Incredible.
Let's see. Yeah, you said it was mid-September.
Yeah, I think it's third week of September when that was
Okay.
happening. Obviously, regular size ghost walleye Medusa. Yeah, they still sell that
Yeah.
color. So, but yeah, that was before my era of ripping husky Medusas and monster Medusas. This is before that time. So, pretty funny though. But yeah, just
It was. I know the night before it was pretty cold out when we were night fishing.
yeah,
It would definitely chilled down, and there was steam coming off the water. It was a pretty cool night that night, and we slept in our trucks
In the parking
I remember
lot.
That in
Yep.
the parking lot that night. Yeah, and woke up whenever we did, and got out there, and it was still pretty chilly.
Right.
But, and I see here, this was kind of the transition day where it went back to a warming trend,
Right.
south wind. Later this afternoon of this day, the wind kicked up out of the southeast, I want to say, and you caught one other small fish, but
That was
it
that.
was over. The bait had vacated that zone, like the locator was just emptied out.
Yep.
There was like
Dried
nothing
up.
there. Crazy how quick, especially on those big bodies of water, when you get a wind-induced current like you have on Leech Lake and similar type real big lakes, especially the big lakes, you really kind of notice when you get prolonged, full day of wind from one direction, it really changes everything, the whole dynamic of where they set up and where they move, and it's just really interesting
Yeah.
how different and how quick it can change on a whim like that.
Yeah,
So
that is crazy. This perch are gone. So are
Yeah,
the
well,
muskies.
trying to remember what the water temps were there. Had to be, I don't know, mid 60s anyway,
Yeah, I would say so. Yep.
something like
Yep.
that.
Yeah, low 60s. I mean that, cause yeah, we were up there fishing that musky battle deal with our buddies, and yeah, that was
Oh, yeah.
cold. Yeah, it was a cold one for 2-3 days, and we hung around for the last day. Good thing we did, cause we were skunk in the boat.
Is that
so.
where we were raising them on the flap
Yes,
9
yep.
on that rock bar?
Yep, on the flap tail and all that. Yep.
And we just couldn't get fish to bite.
Yep.
We actually had a bunch of follows the 2 days before that, I think,
Yep.
and just could not get any fish to hit a bait. They just were following glide baits. I remember we had a bunch of action on gliders.
Big nasty
And
wind
flat-
though. I remember that.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, we were hunkered out of the wind as
Yep.
much as possible, for sure. Anything else about that?
I don't think
Fish
so.
ring a bell?
No, I think just if you can do it, maybe mix up your casts every once in a while, and if you can do it in a spot, try out a little bottom bounce technique. That was just how that set up in that spot was just absolutely perfect. I was barely getting weeds back to the boat, so they were just separated enough to allow that bait to go through pretty much freely. So that was cool. Ugh.
Big muskies, man. We
Yeah,
need
let's-
some more of them,
let's do
please.
that
It's
again
been a
this year.
minute. Holy cow. Other than that, that's our
that's a wrap.
reaction
Yep.
on the giant muskie caught on rubber doing what? Bottom bouncing.
Yep.
So put that little technique in your arsenal for this coming up season here. Make sure to check out the Minnesota Musky Expo this coming weekend. Looking forward to seeing you guys out there and seeing you too, Rob.
Yeah,
That'll
be good. Yep.
good time. Of course, we'll leave a link in the description for the show, for this show that we watched, and all that good stuff. Other than that, that's about all
That's
we
a
got
wrap.
for you here.
Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a comment. How do you enjoy these reaction videos of watching some of our old footage, some of our greatest memories? Yeah, if you like it, please hit that like button, subscribe button if you haven't already, and hopefully we'll see you guys in Minnesota, and see you on the next video.